Here we go. We are live from North Carolina and a beautiful, it is bright, it is sunny, it is going to be 22 degrees. That is quick math, 9 divided by 5 plus 32. 71 of your degrees here in Hamilton, Ontario, Canada. He is a very sick Ryzak.
Hi, everybody. I thought you asked Google earlier and it said it was going to be 9 degrees.
It's 9 degrees now.
Oh, 9 degrees now. Oh man, that is
9 degrees.
That is just
sorry. The word you want? Refreshing. 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 The pool is just under 60 degrees.
Oh man.
It's like 50 something of your degrees.
The one nice thing
as I tell people, it's refreshing.
It is.
It's a refreshing.
The one nice thing about the cold is that you don't have as many germs.
It's true.
That's one nice thing, you know.
It's true.
I don't think I have germs though. I think I've got some allergy stuff going on, but I don't know. We'll see.
You got something going on.
I'm gonna try my best not to sniffle during the show. Okay, if I do and it grosses anyone out, I really apologize because I know that frustrates me. So I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna be on my best behavior today.
We got the Pipers and the Campbells in the audience already.
Campbells and the Charades.
Oh, we got the Hayes. I haven't gotten there. I haven't scrolled down that far. Mr. Sherrod is up at 6:02 in the morning.
I'm honored.
You have to say it like that because O is not a number.
Jeff, what's up, dude? Been a long week.
Oh, not really. It's been a boring week.
What are you talking about?
Literally Thursday, I was just like, I'm bored.
I've been everywhere this week, I feel like.
Bored. I'm bored. I could go play a game. I could call Crow and go play a game. But it's like, I'm bored. I was literally just going, didn't know what to do with myself on Thursday night.
You just can't wait for the draft. That's the
draft already happened.
Training camps to start. That's what I meant.
They're OTAs. I've already been paying attention to OTAs. So
yeah. Well, we had a crazy busy week. My daughter Riley has been in the state tournament for high school soccer. They had a game Monday night against a pretty highly ranked team. They won 2-1 in the last couple of minutes of the game. They scored. So they moved on to take on the number 7 ranked team in the whole country, number 1 in North Carolina. Wow. And they unfortunately lost 2-1. It was a very, very physical, very good game. So for the second year in a row, they got bounced out in the Sweet 16. So kind of tough for those seniors and the girls that really thought that this was going to be their year. But hey, you know what? Life goes on. You get a lot of lessons. You learn a lot of things through this that helps you later in life. And that's one of the biggest reasons why I want to keep pushing my kids to do as much as they can, because it's character building, you know?
Yeah.
My son gets knocked on his butt in hockey and doesn't want to go to the next game. It's like, no, you get up and go, you know, and then he gets through it and then it's fine. Right. And so those are the kinds of things that I like that sports challenge and teach us, you know, adversity and humbleness and, you know, there's just a lot. There's a lot of good. So been a busy week. My wife and I went and saw Incubus. If you know who the band Incubus is, one of our favorite bands. That's where my oil tattoo comes from. She has water on her wrist. It's been busy.
I'm familiar with the orchestra.
The orchestra.
I'm familiar with the orchestra.
Oh, well, I am glad to be here. I am happy to finally get to sit down and have a chat with you. We didn't really even get to talk last night because I was having a pretty rough evening, but it'll be good. We got a good show, I think. So
we got an awesome show.
All right,
we got an awesome.
Shall we get into it?
I read the notes.
You read the notes.
I read the notes. What's on the agenda today? PlayStation Showcase. That was the big talk of the week. And an interesting tweet by Xbox. So that should be fun. More Netflix drama. Of course, we're going to run out of playoff updates soon. We're getting to the end of playoff updates. There's only we're getting to the end. Only a few more weeks of playoff updates. But mind you, it's going to be June next week. I think it's time to end hockey.
Pretty soon. Soon.
When they're playing hockey in June and they start in September, and it's just like, really?
Yeah. Well, the NBA is right there with them, right? The NBA is getting dragged out too. So,
but remember that when it comes to your guess. Just saying.
All right. Give me clues already.
Just remember that.
Clues already. I see. Well, it's like I said, I've been busy this week, but I have been trying to keep up with things. You were talking a lot about this in the beginning. Oh, Wondershare, Jeff, Filmora.
Oh, that's right, Filmora, Wondershare. That's right. Wait till I got a couple of shorts all queued up, ready to go. And of course, I take my stream and then I cross clip it, and then I throw it into Filmora so I can add some transitions, maybe throw up a little subscribe button. You know, you want to take your shorts. I see lots of people posting shorts and they're just taking something and just posting on it. You got to put the little subscribe button. And then, you know what you got to do? Because I see the same thing. People post it on TikTok and they post their TikTok on Instagram and whatever. No, you got to put in different things for the different platforms. Yes, I know it takes time, but you know, it irks me when I see somebody's Instagram reel and it's just their TikTok. It irks me. It's like, really, you're lazy. Make new content. Like, you will always see my stuff. It will have the appropriate, you know, if you're watching a TikTok, it's going to have my TikTok like and subscribe. It's not going to have my YouTube one like a muggle. Take the time, use the proper software, and do it properly.
Like a muggle.
Like a muggle. All right, that's my rant for the day.
How about PlayStation? You got any rants about PlayStation today?
No.
All right. Well,
no.
The PlayStation Showcase happened, right?
So somebody, I forget who it was, tweeted and they said, "Are you PC or console?" And I said, "I'm all three. I'm PC, I'm console, and I'm cloud." You forgot the cloud. What about the cloud? Can't forget the cloud. I'm all three. So I play the game. I care about the game. I will play the game where the game is. I have a PlayStation 4. I don't have an Xbox, but I got the cloud. I got the pass.
The Game Pass.
I got the pass, right? So I care more about the game. Give me the game. You know, I care more about the game. I care more about what's happening. You know, I want to play. We're going to talk about, you know, the disaster games are later. But anyways, but yeah, I like the showcase. I liked it.
Good.
I liked it.
I did not get to watch it, but I did read several articles and watched a few videos afterwards. Always, it seems like whenever these things get brought up, it just immediately goes into the, yeah, we're better than you. You know, look at what we've got. You guys don't have this, blah, 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 blah. So I like to try to focus on, I like to try to focus on what's new out of it, right? You know, we're playing games. These are gaming companies. We're sure we're going to see new games and get new games. And to be quite honest with you, I don't know of too many games in the last 5 years that have been groundbreaking or moving any chains. I mean, everything seems to just be a rehash of the same thing that's been done before. Everybody's using the same engine, so all the characters look the same and the worlds look the same, and it's kind of boring. I'm going to be honest with you. But new games were listed. And so this new Metal Gear Solid game.
Speaking of remakes. Speaking of remakes, yes.
Yep. This is the first time we've seen a Metal Gear Solid game in quite a while, right?
I
don't know the exact time on that, but I would say it's at least been 10 years.
I think there was one before that. SPG is probably
maybe
in the
a little
chat,
less than 10.
Probably telling it. Look, SPG is probably in the chat. Can fact check us on that. But yeah, I used to play all the. I have all the Metal Gears for the old consoles. So
what's your favorite?
I think we talked about this on Retro Rewind.
Retro,
last
I
week.
thought so too. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the first one. I like the originals because once you get, I like the first of something, and then because once you get in the second and the third, you know,
it can stray too far away from what that original feel was.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're trying to upgrade and update, and sometimes it's not necessary. This game Marathon looks pretty cool. I don't know if you saw a trailer for this one.
I watched the whole thing. Yeah.
Okay. So this is going to be an interesting little game here. They were hyping this one up a lot. I'm so tired of Destiny. I am so tired of Destiny. I mean, geez, how long is this game going to stick around? And I know people love it. It is the most repetitive, boring shooting game ever.
My son is a big fan of my son's like Destiny. They like playing. They like it. They like playing Destiny. So
mine does too.
They're excited about this.
I put about I want to say I put about 30 hours into the first one, and that was all I mean, it was tough getting through that. So I know everybody tells me, "Oh, it's changed so much that you got it." It's the same. It's the same thing. You're doing the same thing. So
yeah.
Anyway, new Destiny 2 add-on. This is pretty cool here. That new Street Fighter 6 game that's coming out has a Your Story trailer, right? So you're gonna be able to create your own fighter. You're gonna be able to take your fighter through the game. So pretty neat stuff there. Excited to see that. The new Spider-Man game they teased.
Yeah,
so you see the new Spidey suit here.
11 minutes, 11-minute trailer of the new
11-minute trailer. It was all gameplay.
It was, yeah.
Yep. So that was good. It wasn't a lot of the fluff. You got to actually see some stuff there. This game here enters us into a genre that I don't know. I can't wrap my head around it yet, Jeff. What do you think about? Do you know much about this Fair game?
I don't. I haven't. I saw the trailer and I'm like, well, that looks interesting, but I haven't done any research on it. Don't know much about it.
Yeah. So if I'm not mistaken, this is one of those games that's going to start involving the crypto world. Am I right in that? Right?
Maybe, possibly. Yeah.
So there's a sandbox game right now, kind of like Minecraft, that you can use sand, which is a digital currency, right? And you can earn sand for playing the game and doing missions and this and that. If I'm not mistaken, and I'm sorry that I'm not as informed here on this one, but this is the one that Dr. Disrespect has been working with, and they're trying to make like cash grab items and like there's loot in the game that actually is worth real currency. So people are going to be fighting in a game over the. I need to look more into this, but if that is what it is, I'm still a little bit not sure how I feel about these types of games, but we'll see. Helldivers 2. This one looked pretty cool. Nice little co-op game there.
It all reinforced that it all did reinforce I need to buy a PlayStation 5 sooner than later.
You want mine? It's on the shelf behind me. You can have it.
So there you go.
Concord. I did not see this game. This is the one that I did not see. Do you know anything about this one?
I don't.
Okay.
I know. Other than just what the trailer looked cool. I'm like, all right. Need to see. Need to know a little bit more.
Alan Wake 2. Alan Wake returns. Yep. So I know that Alan Wake is it's got a really popular following. I never played the first one, so I don't know much about the story. But Alan Wake 2 was exciting for everybody. And then Bruce, I saw your message down there.
I was waiting to put. So my oldest son he's playing all the Assassin's Creeds again. He's going through them all to get ready for this because he knew this was coming, just didn't know when. So again, reinforces we have to get a PlayStation 5 so he can play. So he can play this because it's not going to probably be on PlayStation 4.
I tell you what, talk about a game that there's been quite a few of them made. It's been out for a while, kind of follows the same story. You would think it gets boring. I could turn this game on right now and I could just climb to the top of something and jump off into hay, and I'd have just as much fun as doing anything else. Like there's something about the Assassin's Creed gameplay that you can just jump right back into it and keep playing after a long time.
That's what my son said. Because he hadn't played them in a while, he's getting back
into them. It's
so,
fun.
Yeah, he's getting back into them every time
I love climbing things. Like I love scaling the walls and like seeing just what I can climb on top of. Like, I don't know. It's kind of a weird way to play, but I enjoy it. You tweeted about this one, Dragon's Dogma 2.
I did.
Becoming. So that's and I believe that's going to be on that Unreal Engine 5. I think that's what
the 5.2, I believe.
Yeah. Final Fantasy 16 for the Final Fantasy fans in the back, right? So you've got You've got Final Fantasy making a comeback here, and I can't remember
CGD. Good morning, CGD Lee.
Good afternoon, actually, isn't it?
Good afternoon. Oh, yeah, it's afternoon over there.
Afternoon.
Hello, Lee. Long time no see, my friend. Nice of you to stopping by, Mr.
You
Phone.
had Foam Stars. Foam Stars. This is going to be like that Nintendo game Splatoon, right? So you're going to try to cover the map with foam. It's going to be team against team. So that's pretty cool, right? And then the big news that came out of it all was these peripherals, right? So I wanted to spend a second here. The Bluetooth headphones are cool.
But everybody's got Bluetooth headphones. So
I mean, I got mine in right now. I want to talk about this handheld. I think, Jeff. I was doing a little bit of looking yesterday, and the price point of this thing seems to be a big topic for everybody because it wasn't announced. You've got people saying that if it's anything more than $100, it's a waste, and I just want to try to reel that back in, because think about what you're getting here. You're essentially getting a DualSense controller, which is $70 US, $69.99. And then you're getting a screen that, did I hear correctly, you're going to be able to play 1440?
That's what it said.
Yep. There's no way this thing is $100.
No.
It's $299. It's $299. It's going to be $300. And people say, oh, it's just a cloud extension. Blah. That's a lot of hardware in there. I'm not going to give that away. No. Would you say you get the PS5? Would you entertain the idea of this little handheld to do the remote play around your house?
I would.
Yeah,
I would, because that's something that that's what I liked about Stadia, is I would ride my workout bicycles right here.
Yeah,
and then I would play the Stadia. And yeah, I can fire up something on the PlayStation, right, which is also on one of the TVs, which is right here. But I know Crow Resin, when he does his stuff, he's got his little not Switch. I have a Switch, but he's also got his little Steam Deck.
The Steam Deck.
Well. Yeah. And there's some cool games that are going to be out on the PlayStation. So yeah, I probably would.
I've always liked the idea of the handheld. I think PlayStation nailed it with the PSP. I still think that it's a relevant device today, to be quite honest. Yeah, there you go. I mean, do you mean that? I just wished it was bigger because I have long fingers, right? I got bigger hands. So I love this look that you get the controller grips on the side of the screen, right? I can actually like wrap my fingers inside and around it. I don't have to just hold them on the back, and then the pinky starts going numb. And so very, very cool product. But I think anybody saying that this thing is going to be $100 is probably having some wishful thinking, you know. I just don't see how this thing is going to be less than $299.
So the Mackerel of Chaos says new leaks came out that the handheld only has 3 to 4 hours. That's plenty of time. Like if you're sitting there with your handheld for 3 hours, you know what? Time to get up and go do something else. Or if you're gonna sit down and play for 3 hours, go sit at your console. Like,
I wonder how long it'll take to charge.
You're driving somewhere, you're doing something. Now his other point was it is going to be remote play. Right.
But do you think, because I heard some people talking yesterday that they could wind up integrating the PlayStation Plus or whatever it is into it too, so it would be a cloud device as well as a remote play device.
They could do anything. So everything is just who knows until they show up, right?
Yeah, right. So later this year, we're supposed to hear some more about these.
Yeah.
I think they said October time frame, somewhere in there. The Bluetooth headphones will probably be a huge success just because they'll be able to make those work pretty seamless with the PlayStation, right?
You think it looks ugly?
But again, like you said,
I thought it looked kind of cute.
Bluetooth headphones are a dime a dozen. Like you can get them anywhere. Kind of cute.
But yeah, he thinks it's gonna be $200 to $300. That's gonna be more in Canada.
Yeah, I think it's got to be $299, somewhere around there, man. I mean, just the screen, the controller alone, $70. So I don't know, and it's just a new item. I don't know. I just feel like it's gonna be closer.
That might be helpful for us because our PlayStation 5 is going to sit somewhere. It's either going to be here in the man cave where it will be initially, but once Mirage comes out, then it may move to my son's room, so there's less lag. He doesn't have to remote play, right? So therefore, if I then wanted to play something, I can do it on the handheld if I want to do it from down here, and I don't want to have to remote play from my PC or something. So it might be useful here.
So you have a PlayStation account, right? You're able to play the one copy of a game on 2 accounts. Is that correct?
I don't think so.
Like, could you,
I don't think so.
If you had 2 PS5s and you bought one game digitally, could you both play it at the same time?
I doubt it.
Because on Xbox, I know that I can make my son's console is my home console, like my login, my username, my account.
I'm gonna let somebody
in there.
I'm gonna let somebody in the chat smarter than me answer that question. I don't think you can. I don't believe you can do that. I don't believe.
And so I can sign in on any Xbox and I can play. So we bought Call of Duty, right? Download Call of Duty on my son's. My account is there, so any game I own can be played by anybody on that device, right?
Yeah.
And when I sign in on any other Xbox, I have to actually sign into it, download the game. But because I'm logged in there, I can play the game and he can play the game. So we get basically one game for 2 people. I'm saying all this and setting this up to ask. It would be pretty cool if that handheld device, you could do that same thing with. You could play on the TV on the PlayStation and be playing on the handheld, somebody sitting beside you or something. Like, that may not be for everybody. I just think that'd be a pretty cool feature. So
I'm going to say I don't think you can, but I'm going to let like Maker or somebody smarter than me answer that question.
I thought somebody told me before that you could on PlayStation. Like, that was something that has long been a thing, but I've been in an Xbox system for so long. I mean, I signed up for the PlayStation account, but I only have one. I don't have 2, so I haven't even tried it. So
yeah, no, I don't know. We have PlayStation 4s all over the house, so I haven't tried. I haven't cared. So
well, the next big thing that's coming up is this Xbox Game Showcase, right? So June 11th, and then following that is that Starfield Direct.
So Maker says maybe,
because I know. Okay, I thought somebody had told me that you could, so I just was trying to get confirmation. So thanks.
If I ever get a PlayStation,
if I get a second one, I'll try it.
Yeah, but you would have to remote play one device, so you.
So it would occupy. Yeah, that's what. If they made it to where you could use both at the same time, I think that'd be a really cool selling point for it. So. And then Jeff, you actually retweeted their
I did
tweet Xbox, right? So as soon as the PlayStation Showcase was done, Xbox was real quick to be like, hey, look at us over here. We got the same games coming. All right, same games coming over here to us too. We'll see you soon.
Well, I was watching parts of it with Crow, and he's like, oh, that game's also coming to PC. Excellent. Because he doesn't have a PlayStation. He's not going to buy a PlayStation. He doesn't have an Xbox. He's not going to buy an Xbox. He's got a nice high-powered machine. But there was a couple of games that he said, hey, look, it's also coming to PC. Look, what? A PlayStation game coming to PC? Because somebody had said, I don't know who it was, somebody had said that PCs will never match the power of PlayStations. And if it's a PlayStation 5 game, it'll never run. It'll be years before, something like Spider-Man, it'll be years before it could run on a PC because PlayStations are way so much more powerful or something. I don't know what that person said. I didn't read the tweet, so I don't care. So there you go.
Gotcha.
There you go. Nice.
Interesting take.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
and if some of these are, if some of these are in the cloud, then I might play them.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like it's going to be another long summer and fall of PlayStation versus Xbox jabs. So yay, more to look forward to. We've got this guy, right? Netflix. Big news here in America. I just got an email on Tuesday that said basically I can't share my password no more. Right? So just to back up a little bit, when you're younger and you don't have a lot of money, you tend to make deals with your friends, right?
Of course.
One friend gets one thing, the other friend gets the other thing. I get something, and then we all
not even friends, just be in the family,
because we lived in the same house. We lived in the same house at the time. They were my roommates. Well, we've all gone our separate ways. We all have families now,
Mm-hmm.
and they still have my Netflix password, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I get this little email.
Mm-hmm.
I get this email that says, "Hey, you can't do this anymore. We're going to be cracking down on this. Oh, but you could pay $7.99 a month to add a person to your account, right?"
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking through all this stuff. I'm looking through all this stuff, and then I get an email from Netflix back that says, "Hey, we've gone ahead and locked in these devices as your devices. So these are the devices that you can watch Netflix on."
Mm-hmm.
Jeff, guess what one of those devices is?
One of your buddies?
One of my buddies in Florida. How the hell does this work? He's not even in my house, but they've got his device as one of the devices that can watch.
You can go in and change that and delete it and stuff, right?
I know I can, but it's like, it's kind of silly, right? Like, in a sense, like, I get it. They're a business and they're losing money and they want to recoup money. And I get that. And they run the risk of having people cancel their subscriptions, but they need to make it known that, hey, we're giving you a subscription to your household, right? I get that.
Mm-hmm.
My point is, if that's okay, and I have these devices set up on my account, and you have picked one of those devices that's not in my household and told me that's an approved device, you just shot your own self in the foot.
Yeah.
So they started this outside of the U.S., right? Do you all have this going on in Canada yet? This password sharing thing?
I think so.
Okay.
Big ol' Mac uses the Netflix. I can't even remember if I've even fired it up the Netflix. I must have watched something on that. Yeah, I watched Ozarks and I watched a couple of things. But again, we're all in the same house. We never leave the house. We don't go anywhere. We're losers. We don't go anywhere. So if they're gonna lock it down to the same house, we'd have to be careful because we actually have two different internets in the house by two different providers. So I have the fiber optic one down here.
Oh, so I wonder if that would. I wonder if that would
other
mess
one.
it up.
But I could easily, if I had to, I could easily switch over, or he could switch over. But
well, kind of a big topic here.
But if they're locking it down, I don't even know which plan. I probably just got him the basic plan with not ads. I don't even know if I got basic or standard. I have no idea what I got him. Again, it's mostly him. It's mostly him that watches it. Remember, he's watched all of Netflix. So, he's watched.
It's interesting because they will from time to time, add $1 to the subscription, with little notice. And I know that they're making movies. I know that they are putting a lot of resources and money, into their product. And I get it, man. I'm in business. You're in business. We know why, right? Got away with it for a while. People are getting cracked down.
They were the only game in town for the longest time. They were the only streaming service. Now you've got the Paramount Plus, and now you've got the HBO Max or whatever the hell it's called now, and you got the Hulu, and you got the Disney Plus, which is its own juggernaut, right? So they're trying to compete with the others. So.
Just time out real quick, Jeff. I just looked over at the chat and saw we have the Cult of Stadia is in the chat. The Cult of Stadia is here. What up? How are you, sir?
First time listener.
That's all right. We're glad to have you. Glad to have you here.
Slash washer.
Not that you haven't been to any of our stuff before, just this one, right?
Lee says he pays for it, but it's to keep the wife quiet. And he also said,
right. I don't watch it.
He also said Xbox and play. Who cares? As long as there's the game, you play the game.
Very true.
That's what most of us say.
Always. Look, right now I am stuck on Sons of the Forest. I can't play anything else other than Sons of the Forest right now. Yeah. Love it. Not everybody's game. Get it, but I love it. And I don't care where I play it. I enjoy playing it. So yes, you are 100 right there, sir. So you were talking about them being the only stream game in town for a while, right? Well, we've got other competitors out there, and they're keeping receipts, right? They're keeping receipts. Prime Video UK posted this, and they actually retweeted Netflix tweet from 2017 where they said, "Love is sharing a password." So Prime Video UK says, "Who's watching? Everyone who has our password."
Yep.
I love it. I love it. And then the greatest one has to be the Blockbuster account. A friendly reminder that when you rent videos from us, we didn't care who you shared it with as long as you returned it on time.
Yep. Yep.
I love it. And then if you go to this tweet and you go to the comments, like this account, whoever's running this Blockbuster account, I love watching them interact with people, because somebody put a tweet up like, you guys had a chance to buy Netflix and this and that. And the guy was like, look, man, I just take care of the social media. I didn't have the chance to buy it. Oh, gosh. Good old Blockbuster. What's your favorite? Did you have Blockbuster, Jeff?
We did. That's where I used to rent. I used to rent games from them all the time. So we talk about this on Retro Rewind. I used to go and rent games because they had a game section, the one near me, and nobody else was renting games. So I'd go rent the game for a few days, play it, and like, all right, this sucks, and bring it back.
Oh man, Blockbuster was the jam, man. It was always a battle to try to get the games. To rent games there or rent that new movie, because everybody in the area was trying to do the same thing, right? So you'd run up to that counter, you'd look at all the returns real quick, you'd scan them and see if there was anything in there you wanted. You'd run back to the shelf, see if it was behind the box, no, it's not there. You go to the counter, hey, when is this movie supposed to be back? Oh yeah, they're supposed to return it back today. I would camp out for an hour at Blockbuster. Everybody that walk in the door, hey, do you have that? No. Hey, do you have that? No. Crazy, man. That's what you call some bitter social media managers. Purple haze. You're better than that. There's no bitterness in social media.
No, none at all. None at all.
Too shade. Well, I think it's funny. I'm interested to see what happens, Jeff. I share the story because I want to see if I get another email in a couple of weeks that says, oh, hey, we made a mistake. We noticed that this device isn't in your household. So we're going to take this off the approved list. I don't know. We'll see.
We'll have to see.
If you're in the U.S., don't be surprised if you don't have an email from
saw a guy that
Netflix.
Turned his garage into a fairly legit Blockbuster. Cool.
No way.
Nice.
The neighborhood video rental.
Well, when it went out of business, they were selling and giving away all sorts of stuff. So, we could have probably grabbed shelves. We probably could have grabbed. I just didn't have the space and the interest back then. But now, probably looking back, I want to get my time. I want to get my DeLorean so I could go back 30 years to the 90s and just stock up on stuff. And then just tuck it away at my parents' house. So then when we started unpacking the house earlier this year, it all would have been there for me.
Oh, dang.
But
absolutely you can. Can you share this next comment that's up there? Because that is some phenomenal stuff. And you absolutely are allowed to humble brag. There you go. 900 subs.
Nice.
Well done.
There you go. There you go.
Well done. Well done.
Little clap for HTM, as I call it.
There you go. HTM. Congratulations on that. You've been working hard.
And Lee was also here. Lee passed, what did you pass? 600, and you're getting devs reaching out to
on the new one, 600s.
Yeah. Nice. He's getting devs reaching out to him. Congratulations. Next, he has to just start charging for his viewership.
It's good to see everybody still doing their thing and finding their niche.
I don't remember them smelling.
No,
I don't.
Oh man, that carpet, the boxes, the old ceiling tiles. Yeah.
Nope.
I remember going up there.
All right,
750 now.
750. I'm behind on my. I'm obviously behind.
No, that's awesome.
Behind on my
750, and that's starting back over from fresh too. So
yep.
Kudos.
Just got to do the grind.
All right, Jeff. Let's move it. Playoff time. It's already been playoff time, but NHL playoffs. Hats off to the Florida Panthers. Florida Panthers. It's all right. I'm going to be completely.
Maybe don't feel so bad for them beating the Leafs.
No, I'm gonna be completely transparent. I had conversations at the beginning of the playoffs. I honestly didn't think the Canes were going to make it out of the first round. I thought that the injuries, I thought the way they were playing to close out the season, I thought there was going to be too much there that was going to hold them back. So I was very, very happy that they got out of that first one. I was also happy that they got through New Jersey, which is a young, tough team. But I was scared, and I told you this since that Boston series. Scared about Florida, right?
Yep.
And they showed why. 4-0, they swept the Canes. So tough end for the season for the Canes, but still making it to the Final Four any year is good. So we'll wait to see if the Stars can come back. They got one 2 nights ago to keep that series alive. So let's see. But we're getting close to the end here. We're going to see who's going to lift Lord Stanley's trophy.
We're going to have a third topic soon.
Yeah, right. It wouldn't be hard. I just wanted to keep up with this.
We're going to have to come up with a third topic, but yeah.
And NBA playoffs were same deal.
God,
we're waiting to find out who is going to be the Eastern Conference.
I thought the Heat had it. I thought it was going to be 4-4 for both, and then are they crumbling? What's going to happen tonight?
Did you see Draymond's interview yesterday?
I did not.
Or not his interview, but his podcast. He was like, "Man, I'm telling you what, I'm rooting for the Celtics right now." His reason why is because finally somebody would be able to talk about somebody coming back from 3-0 versus LeBron coming back on them 3-1. So interesting stuff. But that game is tonight, I believe.
It is
tonight. It's in Boston, or is it in Miami? It's in Miami.
It's in Miami.
It's in Miami. So can the Heat close it out on home court? If they can't, remember Jimmy Butler said that they were going to win one of these road playoff games. So Game 7 would go back to Boston.
Yep.
Got to keep with the script, Jeff.
I understand. and everyone's still talking about LeBron and the Lakers, and the the Nuggets are saying keep talking about them, but they're not in it. So why don't you talk about us?
Yeah.
They're golfing.
We're actually,
all those people don't want to keep talking about them. So it's just
we're going to talk about the Nuggets a little bit here in a second, but you're absolutely right. Everything has been about LeBron. What are the Lakers going to do next? What free agent should the Lakers get? It's like there's still basketball being played. Like, what are we talking about off-season stuff already?
Is he going to take a year off? Is he going to retire? What's he? Yeah. Who cares?
It came out yesterday. That he strain his foot, or he was playing with a torn ligament in his foot or something like that. And it's like, all right, look, I love LeBron. I do love the basketball player that LeBron is. I even respect the man that he is, right? But can we just finish the freaking season before we start going on the LeBron train? My goodness, there are still 3 teams that are vying for a championship. Like, come on, man. Anyway. All right, first up on Did You Hear About?
So for the new people, these are just quick little things we chat about, things that crossed our desk, and we're like, hey, did you hear about this? Just these are not big stories. We did our 3 big stories. These are just quick little hitters, just for the new people, the new audience members.
Well, first one Jeff actually sent to me. They've got some pictures here, the plans for the F1 Las Vegas Grand Prix, right? This is a look at the grandstand on turn 3, looking pretty cool. It says food and beverage and start. Tickets include food and beverage and start at $3,280 per person. I don't give a flying hoot about racing cars, but I know that there are a lot of people that love F1.
I love
Jeff,
F1.
Would you pay $3,300 to go watch a race from one corner?
In Vegas? Maybe.
Oh, my goodness.
Maybe. I saw a TikTok yesterday from Vegas. They're repaving the road, $75 million to repave the roads. So wherever the track's going to be, and there are other videos, there's other websites, there's other things that talk about all of the little pieces. What they're building out there is, this is just one little piece. But if you look at
a facility,
it's a whole,
it's a facility. They're gonna make this a staple. It's going to come there every year. You don't do all of this just for one race, right?
One thing.
And to your point about the paving, okay, if you ever watch roads being paved, like on the highway or on your local roads or whatever, you can.
I'm sure everybody has. I don't think there's one person who's not seen.
You can always see that line when it goes down fresh where it is.
Yeah,
find that line on here.
Yeah, no, I know
you won't. You won't, because the people that they bring in. Yeah, the people that they bring in to do these,
Yeah.
their equipment, their process, it's completely different than putting down the road that you and I drive on every day.
Oh,
So
100%. That's why it's costing $75
huge,
million. Yeah.
huge. So
Yeah.
my wife and I hope to get to Vegas here in the next couple of years. So it would be cool to see it. I'm not paying $3,300 to go watch some toy cars drive around.
But there's all sorts of videos, and this is cropped up all the time. All the stuff that they're building, just all the concourse, all the stuff, even just for the regular people, that the stuff they're building out there is very impressive. But it's Vegas. You'd expect nothing less than from Vegas. Right?
And we've talked before, Vegas is now becoming like the sports mecca of the US. So
it is
slowly but surely they're turning it in.
Everybody hated it for sports and it's sports and gambling. We can't have that. Now all the leagues are right in there with the DraftKings and the.
I wanted to talk about the Lions players again with you today and talk about the gambling, but I decided not to. So we'll have to approach that maybe later on once we find out what's going on with all these guys. But I have an issue with that and all of the gambling that's allowed. Gambling's allowed, but all right, I'm not going into it right now. We'll talk about it later.
All right.
All right. We've been talking horse racing here the past couple of weeks, right? We had the Kentucky Derby. We had the Preakness. Not sure if anybody knows or not, but after the Kentucky Derby, Jeff, were there 7? I think it was 7 horses that they had to put down in that week. Now
remember
the Derby week from the day they got there to when it was done.
Correct. Remember, it's not just a single race. There are races all day, right?
Yes.
If you watch the cover, there are races there's a whole lot of other races. So yes.
Yep.
And then on Saturday, there was a race earlier and one of the horses had to get put down.
Yep. So this is having a meltdown was the name. I like that name. A 3-year-old colt who was the favorite in Pimlico's 6th race was euthanized hours before. This is the part that is interesting, though. Its trainer, Bob Baffert, who's a famous horse trainer. He just returned from suspension.
From a 2-year suspension. Yeah.
From mistreatment of horses.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, I mean, poor horse, man. Come on. Like, I'm not trying to laugh at the horse's demise, but
Yep, I know.
Maybe a better name, having a meltdown,
Yeah. It overshadowed if you're watching the coverage, because I was. It kind of overshadowed all the yes, Ray loves the Vegas buffets. Well, who doesn't?
It sucks, but it is a part of it. So unfortunately, and like you said on the last show, right? It's not just because like the horse died. Like the horse could have got a broken leg and they had to put it down, right? Like because it's just different. It's different.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
All right, Fanatics. Jeff, talk to me about Fanatics. You know all about this one.
Oh, shout out to my boy Michael Rubin. Michael Rubin is a high school dropout who ended up buying into this company and has now taken it. They now have the rights to all the jerseys you buy. If you go to MLB shop, you go to NFL shop, you go whatever shop you go to, it's all Fanatics. He drives the whole process. He's getting into sports gambling. I know you don't want to talk about that. We're gonna have to do a whole episode on that.
We do need to do a whole episode.
He is just on a buying spree. They have so much money that he's just buying this. He's got this whole little empire. If you don't follow him on the Instagram, you should. He used to be part owner of the 76ers, but then once he started getting into sports gambling and stuff, he had to sell that stake. And so he had to give up his stake in that. So if you don't know about the Fanatics and what Michael Rubin is building, his little empire he's got, you got to go and do some research. He's for a high school dropout. He even tweeted that this week. He's like, from a high school dropout to, he's a gazillionaire, and he hangs out with Robert Kraft. He's big into social justice.
Jeff, what is this? What is this PWCC marketplace? It's like a collectibles market.
Yeah. He's also it is. It's for collectibles, and he's the last year or so.
It's like Antiques Roadshow for collectibles or something.
For sports cards and other stuff. Okay. Sports cards, even.
Also, the Gary V is in this, huh?
He is, yeah. Gary V has been big on the sports card collectibles. He's been saying that for a couple of years that it's going to be taking off. So he's just anything sports related. Rubin and Fanatics is building their little empire all around it. And it's going to be if it's sports cards. I was just at a sports card show a couple weeks. I was at a toy one on the weekend. The things are packed. These things are just packed full of stuff and cards and shout out to my boy Daryl Revel. He did an Instagram live of his 2 8-year-old sons playing football. It was absolutely hilarious.
I just had to look something up because I was going to ask you. I wasn't sure. I just looked it up. Fanatics owns Lids.
They do. They bought that out. Yep. Yeah. Anything you buy, all that shit you buy, all that shit you're wearing, that's all from them. Indirectly. In one way or the other.
All of a sudden, it just dawned on me. I was sitting there and I was looking at the logo and I was like, that's kind of the same lettering. Like it just all of a sudden popped in my head. So I just went and looked. And in 2019, they sold Hat World Lids to a joint venture between Ames Watson LLC and Fanatics.
Yep. I think he's bought the whole.
That's crazy.
Caboodle now at this moment.
What's that other something in Hess? That other clothing brand. Oh man, hold on.
We may not have that in Canada.
Oh God, what is it? Is it?
And if anybody wants anything from Fanatics or any of the sports, contact me. I have a discount code. I have discount codes for everything, so let me know.
What is that?
You want to save some money? Let me know. I can help you save money.
There's another clothing line. It's like something in Ness, something in Hess, something like that. I'll have to look it up later and tell you. All right, moving along. The NFL passed a new rule, fair catch rule. Fair catch inside the 25-yard line on a kickoff will result in the ball being placed at the 25-yard line, which is the same thing that happens when it's in the end zone. This might be a follow-up to what the XFL did with their kickoffs.
It's all a health and safety. It's all for health and safety.
The players and the coaches hate it.
Yes.
They're very upset right now. A lot of them are coming out in disapproval of this new rule that was passed. One went as far to say they're on their way to removing special teams from the game. All right, I set you up. Go.
One of the reporters asked Cavante Turpin, the Cowboys star kickoff returner. He goes, "I'm just never going to call a fair catch. Only applies if you call a fair catch. I'm not going to call a fair catch. You kick the ball. I'm just going to run it. I'm just going to run it back. Screw it." Right. So the NFL, there's a lot of new rules this week that came out because they had their owner meetings. This is just one of them. This is pure health and safety. They're just trying to, because, you've got these guys running, 20 kilometers an hour or miles, I guess, 20 miles an hour. And they hit these guys and, they're just trying to keep these people. They just want to save the CTE and the expenses later on in life. So trying to protect them.
I love that. And I think that that's great. But don't you think the players should have some say in this?
No, they're just employees. No? They're just low-level employees.
The last employer that you worked for many years ago, did they ever ask for your input?
Never. Does the CEO of your company ask you for input?
All the time.
You work for a small company, so
all the time.
You probably know the CEO of your company.
Oh, I'm dead serious. My boss's boss, the boss of my division, wrote me and said, "I need you to come up with new ways to get our team to interact with each other." And so I pitched a podcast to him, and now I think I'm going to be doing a podcast for work.
But that's the boss of your division, because the CEO, the guy in the corner or lady in the corner office, does he or she, do they come to you as little low level Ryzak? No,
not to me directly. No, they do employee engagement surveys and stuff, but you know how that goes. That stuff probably never reaches the very top. So
yeah. The NFL also is going to allow a third quarterback to be on the active roster. 4 games.
Now, does that count in the 53, or is that an extra?
It's an extra. It doesn't count your 53.
So it's 54 now.
Basically.
So just make it 54 and make it automatic QB.
So,
So silly.
Because and Ray can attest to this. When your quarterback goes down, and then your second quarterback goes down, and then you're looking at who threw the ball in high school.
Mr. Irrelevant.
Who threw the ball in high school? Who can maybe At least this way, it's a guy who's actual quarterback in the quarterback room, knows the plays, knows the playbook. Even if he's an undrafted rookie, even if he's some guy that or Mr. Irrelevant, at least then it's an actual quarterback. You're not making Christian McCaffrey throw the ball for because he threw the ball once in high school.
But he can.
Yeah, but he doesn't know but he doesn't know all the cadences. He doesn't know all the protections.
I'll never forget our emergency quarterback for the Redskins throughout the 90s. Do you know who it was?
I do not.
It was Brian Mitchell.
There you go.
The kick returner, because he played high school quarterback.
Speaking of the Commandos, they
no. Whoa. We're not speaking of the Commandos. I was talking about the Redskins.
Oh.
If you would like to talk about the Commandos,
I don't know what that is.
But please don't ever associate this bullshit with the beauty that was the Redskins. Thank you.
I see. Aren't the Redskins and Commandos owned by the same person today?
No, actually they're not, because the Redskins aren't a team anymore, so they're not owned by anybody.
Yes,
hey,
going commando, SPG.
Going commando.
Going commando. I'll drop a link to my OnlyFans. Make sure you sub and subscribe to the OnlyFans.
So there is. Go. Take that last comment there, Jeff, real quick.
Which one? This one?
Yeah, that one right there. Yeah. So the XFL, the revamped XFL just ended, right? The Rock and his partner / were they married?
They were.
They were. Okay.
Ex-wife.
So
Danny.
his ex-wife, Danny, right?
Yeah.
They hyped back up the XFL. They just finished. It was a great season, successful season, I would say.
Shout out to Arlington.
Arlington
XFL,
won. They beat DC. USFL is going on right now, and the AFL is not. Is that? Do they still have that, Jeff? The Arena Football League.
Arena Football League. Yes.
I was thinking there was that other American football. I thought there was another football league just under USFL.
There's also indoor football. All their stuff is on YouTube. They show them live.
CFL.
So don't forget the CFL. Arena Football League. One of the teams is owned and going to be played by a former NFL player.
Antonio Brown.
Really close to Ray's heart, Antonio Brown.
And he can't pay his people.
So
why haven't we talked about that yet? That's such a shit show, man. Oh, you see the videos of him down on his own field and the security guards trying to kick him off the field.
They were going to cancel you because of your Redskins comment. I forgot about that. Ray was going to cancel you because of that, and then
it is
too much
sports. What it is.
Yeah, but see, the difference is that's all scripted. Wrestling is all scripted, and I just read the script if I want to know what's going on. I don't have to waste time watching it. I can just flip through the script and see who does it. Yeah, got the Arena Football League. Antonio Brown was trying to get Cam Newton to come play for him.
That's right.
Yeah, indoor football league.
See you, Lee.
Oh, Lee's got to go. Thanks. Lee,
thanks for coming by.
Thanks for coming by, buddy. I got to find out when you stream so I can get in his streams.
You talked about this earlier, Jeff, right?
Ray's boy, Antonio Brown, is crazy.
He is crazy. Stan Kroenke, he is the owner of the Denver Nuggets, who are going to the NBA Finals now. He also owns the Rams.
Yep. Oh, what did they do? What did they do recently?
Oh, they won a Super Bowl.
Oh, that's right. Right. Yes.
Is it Arsenal that he owns?
He owns. I don't know. I don't pay attention to that kind of stuff.
There's one of the soccer teams that he owns, right? And then he owns.
And they won a championship.
Does he own a baseball team too?
He does. And they won a World Series.
So, by him owning the Nuggets, if they win, he will have won a championship in all of the major sports in the world.
Correct.
Is the way I understood it. So
he owns the Colorado Avalanche, who won the 2022.
That's it. Colorado Avalanche. Thank you.
Stanley Cup. Yeah. Yep.
Okay. So NHL, NBA, NFL, and I'm pretty sure it was a soccer team, right?
I don't have that.
Okay. I thought there were 4 teams.
This will be the 4th one.
This will be so you have the Rams.
Yeah.
You have the
Avalanche.
Nuggets, Avalanche.
Yeah.
And who's the baseball team?
What does it say?
I thought there were 4. Anyway, we can check that.
Rams, again. Avalanche. I think my tweet fucked up.
Yeah, Arsenal. It says it right there. Yeah. It's Arsenal.
There you
so
go.
Arsenal is the soccer team. It says it right up top there. So
there you go.
Arsenal. He won a Champions League with Arsenal, right? He won the Stanley Cup Finals last year with the Avalanche.
Yeah.
He won with the Rams a couple of years ago after moving them from St. Louis to LA and building that amazing stadium that they have. And now he's on the verge of winning another one because let's be honest, I don't know if Miami or Boston is going to be able to beat Denver. They are so good. They are so good.
The Joker.
I mean, he's
next level. He's next level.
It's like the most unsexiest triple double.
Yeah.
But it is sexy at the same time. Like I don't know how to explain it, you know?
Yeah.
His vision, the way that he carries himself on the court, like I don't know. I've become a huge fan of him through these playoffs.
A lot of people A lot of people never heard of him until these playoffs.
Oh no! He won the MVP last year. I mean,
I understand.
He's a big name.
But to the casual fan who doesn't a lot of people only pay attention to the playoffs. Now we're in the playoffs. We're gonna watch sports. Oh, it's the championship game.
I could legit make an argument that he's got like 4 bodies in one, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I mean, his passing and vision is on par with Arvydas Sabonis. Do you remember Arvydas Sabonis used to play for the Trailblazers? He was one of the best big man passers I've ever seen in my life, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the guy rebounds, the guy shoots, the guy runs the floor. Like, it's amazing. So anyway, all right.
Yep.
Stan Kroenke. Breaking news last night. The Arizona Cardinals released DeAndre Hopkins. He had $25 million?
22.6 dead cap.
22.6 that they're just going to eat because they wanted to get rid of one of the best wide receivers in the NFL.
Yep. So teams have an option of designated players for a June 1st release and then owe them nothing, which Cowboys are doing with Ezekiel Elliott. So Ezekiel Elliott technically is still a Cowboy until next Thursday,
correct,
June 1st.
And they could still resign him.
And they could resign him. But they couldn't do that here because they already did that with J.J. Watt and they did that with the other guy whose name is...
So they lost that...
opportunity.
There's a name for it. I can't think of it.
So the only thing they can do now is release them. So my sports producer and I had a big long chat about this. He figures the best place for him to go will be the Chiefs. He wants a team with good ownership, good quarterback, and a chance to win a championship. And what other team, you can make arguments for the Bills.
About Buffalo.
You can make arguments about that. He wants to be the number one guy. My producer and I, we debated last night if he went to Buffalo, would he be the number one guy over Stephon Diggs? I believe he would. Producer says no.
I know that they would have no way to work it out, but I would like to see him in Cincinnati, to be quite honest with you. I think him, Jamar Chase, and Joe Burrow would be absolutely disgusting.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I mean, he's not going to go there. But
any of those, you never know.
Yeah, he said he would like to play for the Chargers, too. Could you see him, Mike Williams, and Keenan Allen?
I could, with Justin Herbert flinging that ball around. Yeah.
But think about it. Eckler wants out. So
he wanted out, but now he's back. So I could also see the Chargers picking up Ezekiel Elliott to complement Eckler because they could use that because he's a good now he's just a short
little
guy.
Thunder and lightning.
Yeah, just a little short yardage, just slam and Pam kind of thing, right? So I know.
Hey, wanted to throw this up here, right? Big news that was out: Lord of the Rings, the Gollum game. A lot of people are jumping in on this because of this letter that the developers sent out. Right, dear players, would like to sincerely apologize for the underwhelming experience many of you had with Lord of the Ring Gollum. They couldn't even put the rings in there. They said the Lord of the Ring.
This is not the first one, and it probably won't be the last one. It's 2023. is 2023 the year of the broken game? Like, I'm critical. I'm critical of a sports franchise and a thing that puts out broken games every year. But are they all just following that same model? But
this line is great. We acknowledge and deeply regret that the game did not meet the expectations we set for ourselves or for our dedicated community. Hey, we're going to make this cool game. It's coming out. We're going to make this cool game great. Oh, yeah. We're going to make this game great. All right, everybody, update on the game. We're going to put this game out July 1st. July 1st, this game is coming out. It's going to be great. Oh, yeah. The game's coming out. June 31st. Hope you're ready for it. Or June 30th. Hope you're ready for tomorrow. We're going to put this game out. Yeah. We're going to get it. I got it pre-ordered. Yeah. You turn it on. You see the developer say, I'm really sorry that the game's a piece of shit, but thank you for buying it anyway. Remember, our goal as a studio and as passionate Lord of the Rings fans has always been to tell a compelling story. We're all about the story. It doesn't matter if you can play the game or not. If you can read the story, you should be fine.
One game to ruin them all. One game to ruin them all.
And then I didn't put this up too big, but Linus Tech, they had a really funny follow-up to this. And they said, hey, every game studio in 23, just take this and change the words to fit your game so it doesn't look like you copied it. And it just goes through, hey, we know we put a piece of shit game out, but we're really glad that you still bought the piece of shit game.
Yeah, Charlie at Moist Critical, he called it the worst game of the year so far, and it's brutal. And you know what? Big shout out to Ray. If you haven't seen it, Ray is playing it tomorrow night. What day is it today? Yeah, tomorrow night on Ray twitch.tv/RayRay3473. So you get to witness the awesomeness firsthand at the controls of Mr. Raymond Sherrod.
Nice.
So, yeah, we were off screen. We were talking about Diablo 4. And that, so hopefully
I'm ready for Diablo.
Anyone buying Diablo 4, reach out to Crow Resin because he's looking for people to squad up with.
Yeah, we're gonna need to do that.
So
and then Starfield. We'll see. I guess on the 11th, right? They're going to do that Starfield. Yes, we will. I have a feeling that there's going to be a mess with that game. I'm not excited about it because I've got a lot of excitement to play it. But I don't know, man. I don't know. Yeah. All right, dude. I think we have reached the time where you are going to try to stump me on some kind of 5.
I'm not trying to. No.
That's what you said. You said you wait till the next time I get to go. I'm going to do it.
No, I don't remember that. What does HTM say here? He says Xbox is just a software company now. Starfield isn't going to move the needle, just a hunch. All right, well, we'll see. So for those of you who don't know, every week we have some sort of each person we alternate, get 5 guesses. Last week I had to guess based on Bard's top
recipes.
Oh yeah, top recipes.
Yep, I used the old Bard last week.
Yep, the one I had 2 weeks ago, there was one answer to my question, and it was the only word, the only number when you spelled out is it comes out in alphabetical order.
It was the only fan.
It was one ONE is in reverse order, and of course the only word in the English, only number when you spell it out alphabetically is 40.
That's right.
This is a sports related question. There is a single answer. Okay. But there's, what are the only 2 dates in the calendar that there is no professional sports played? Of the 4 big professional, your hockey, your baseball, your football, whatever the other one is. Baseball, hockey, football, soccer.
What 2 days?
It's 2 dates in the entire. So there's 365 or 66 calendar days.
You understand that this is like a 2 out of 365, right? Can I start with the month? Can I narrow down a month?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
I'm going to start by saying March.
Nope.
Okay.
Because you got the playoffs, right? Where we just
you do,
March, right?
but I didn't know if there was a day in there right before March Madness starts that there was one.
No.
All right.
No.
I know. I think I might have one.
Okay. They're both related. They're not. It's not. They're all. It's all related. It's not that there's one in March and one in December. Like there's not. It's there is
I'm gonna go with February 28th and February 29th.
No.
Damn, that was a great guess.
No, because there's hockey and stuff going on.
No, but that's a leap year. Those are the leap year dates, right? So they may not schedule those days. So all right, god dang it. I know July 4th baseball is played, so it's not July 4th.
Mm-hmm.
I know Christmas. I know Thanksgiving. We have sports.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Think of, is there a month when not all sports are played?
Well, I mean, that would be the summertime, right?
Okay. Mm-hmm. And what happens in the summer?
The Olympics?
Nope. Happens every year. Happens every year in the middle of the summer. Huh? In July.
Is it like daylight savings or something? Like what?
Nope.
Do you all do daylight savings?
We do.
Oh God, it's such a terrible idea.
We do.
It happens every year.
No, Ray. There are games on Christmas and New Year's. There's NFL on Christmas and New Year's.
Middle of the summer.
Yes, sir.
I got the brain is going here, Jeff. It's not Labor Day weekend.
That's not the middle of summer.
It's not the middle of summer.
Nope. It's in July.
Is it the fiscal year? Is it July 1st? Is it the calendar year?
Nope.
Nope.
What happens? What is the big event in the middle of the summer in July with one of the sports?
All-Star game.
The day before,
MLB All-Star game.
The day before and the day after MLB All-Star, there's no baseball. There's no football. There's no nothing.
But there's nothing else on at all?
Of the major sports. There could be other. I said of the majors, major sports, right? Yes, there is other stuff going on. There is, obviously, but
I'm going to be honest. I was thinking holidays. I was thinking that there was like some kind of a day that it was said that you just don't play. Like I was going all over the place. So
yeah, the day before and the day after the Major League All-Star.
That was a good one, Jeff. That was interesting.
Because
And then there's also that day when there's like every sport on TV, right?
That's almost.
But what I'm getting at is that there's like a certain day, where there's
like a Saturday in October, you're gonna have
something
have
like
baseball, you're gonna have football, you're gonna
there's some day where you get like all 5 major sports playing on the same day or something like that. You get baseball, football, basketball, hockey. And fighting or racing or some shit. I don't know.
There's always that's why I have 4 TVs in the man cave, because sometimes I've got shit going all over. There's all sorts of shit going on, right? I was talking. People are calling that a hard question.
You're like a sports bar. You're like a sports bar.
People.
Yeah, I know. He doesn't like taking it easy on me here lately, SPG. I don't know what's going on with this. I'm feeling a little attacked. He knows I'm under the weather too, so it's kind of rude. Oh my god.
Yeah. But that was again. I stumbled across that one. I went, because I didn't know the answer. I went honest. I did not think of the MLB All-Star game. I did not.
That's like one of those things that you find on like the back of the Wheaties box or something. Like you're sitting there eating your Wheaties. Of course, I've got sugar poured all over mine. And I'm like,
of course.
No sports on the day before and after the All-Star game. Nice.
But once you think about it, that's right. There's no football. There's no hockey.
Yeah.
Well, there's shouldn't be hockey by come July. There shouldn't be. Hockey.
It took you saying what does one of the sports do in the middle of the summer for me to finally be like, oh shit, All-Star. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Because everybody that doesn't make the All-Star game usually goes away on little quick trips and
they go spend time with their family and do stuff with their family, and if they make the All-Star game, then they lug their kids to the All-Star game and whatnot, right? But
cool.
Well,
what do you got going on this weekend? I know you said you got to take the big old Mac somewhere.
Who's the game show?
Hard to believe this guy has a game show. That guy doesn't have a game show anymore. The guy is.
We're gonna bring. Oh, we'll bring
lost.
it back. Oh, we'll bring it. We'll bring it back. We'll bring it back in the fall.
Unfortunately, he's a solo act right now because somebody's getting some upgrades, some Wi-Fi upgrades.
Yeah, but he's not. But there's other people in other people we know who are having life-threatening surgery, much more dangerous than what William is having. But we won't talk about that. So we don't bring that up. We don't bring that topic up. So just saying. Yeah.
I think I know where that's going.
Bionic upgrades. Yes.
Bionic upgrades. You're gonna be the new RoboCop. We're gonna have to start calling you the cyborg.
Yeah.
Ray's gonna have to give up his name.
Yeah, he's gonna get gonna get a whole new know who bits. All I know is I'm never gonna travel through a airport with William. With all of the metal and crap that's gonna be.
No, he may be the safest person. He may get us to the front of the line. So
yeah, that's it. That is it. What is going on? Yeah, today, I got to take Biggle Mac to another foot thing, get his shoes figured out. Yeah, and then I'm doing some pool stuff and hanging out. And then just got a text earlier. A friend of mine has got to pop over tomorrow because of the big Canada Day celebrations. We got to start planning that.
Nice.
That's I help organize and run the parade, and the parade deadline for entries is the next week. So we got to start figuring out the parade and all of that good stuff. So she's going to pop by tomorrow for some beers and sit by the pool. I said the pool is a nice 57 degrees.
So I take it you didn't get the heater?
So we got we have 2 solar panels that we're going to install possibly this afternoon that will heat the pool.
Nice.
So stay tuned. I've already filmed B-roll of the solar panels. So now we're going to then film the actual installation for this is step 2. This is step 2 in going off the grid. Step 1 was the electric car. I have a half electric car, it's half gas, half electric, got the Ford C-Max. Step 2 is heating the pool. Step 3 will be getting other solar panels to run the man cave. And then step 4 will be to run the rest of the house. I don't know about North Carolina.
How it goes.
I don't know about North Carolina, but in Ontario, if you do that and you have extra energy, you can sell it back to the Ontario government.
Yeah, we can do that. We can sell it back to the power company. Unfortunately, our house faces the sun in the morning, so the best place to put those panels would be on the front part of our house. Not on the lawn, on the roof, on the front part of the roof, but our neighborhood won't allow it. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So there's a neighbor that has it a couple doors behind us, but it's on the back, which faces the woods. They won't let it face the street. So. We would still get use out of it because the sun comes up over the house, right? But I don't know that this is going to be our forever home. So we're probably going to chill out on some of the upgrade thoughts that we had.
Yep.
But we've got Memorial Day weekend here in the States.
That's right. Happy Memorial Day.
Monday is an off day.
Ray, SPG, HTM, Purple Haze. You guys all get a day off. And Crow Resin. I know he's not here. Must have slept in. It is
bank holiday.
It is 7:15. It is 7:15 for Crow Resin. So he was up late with me gaming. So but yes, you guys get a big day off. Big barbecue. I know Will's doing a big barbecue at the Folks, he said.
Yeah. I'm going
I assume Ray is going to be firing up. Ray's going to be firing up the barbecue. Him and Kevin barbecuing out back, having some beers, barbecuing.
I can see it. I can see it in my eyes.
I can see Ray and Kevin hanging out in the backyard, barbecue. I can see it. I can so see it.
Kevin holding his beer, Ray holding something else. I can see it. Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Ray's waving in the back. That's what he's going to be doing.
I think he's clapping. He's saying, yeah.
Yeah, Memorial Day. We had our long weekend. So Monday's just a work day for me. I'll be working.
It's going to be a rainy weekend here. So I'm probably going to open the garage doors and organize my garage, play some darts.
Wow.
We'll see. Sounds like a crazy weekend, doesn't it?
Play some darts.
I need to chill, man. It's been so busy that I need to recoup a little bit and get rid of whatever this funk is I've got going on. So should be good. I know it's becoming a trend for us, Jeff, and
Yes.
it's sad whenever we see these icons and these legends go. But as we leave you all today, we will share a little in memoriam with you all of the Miss Tina Turner, the Queen of Rock. So rest in peace to Tina. Hope you all have fond memories of her entertaining, and I guess we'll see you next week. Might be a time change next week. We'll keep everybody posted, but just thanks for being here with us. And as always, make sure that you're hugging your loved ones. You're telling everybody that you care about how much you care about them, because man, you just never know. I know that hers was natural, and she'd been battling a sickness for a while and stuff, and she was older, right? But man, you just never know.
Only 83. That's not that old now.
Yeah, it's not,
but,
to be honest. So
considering my parents are 92 and 96, so 91 and 96. So anyone else, I look at that like, oh, they're only in their 80s. Oh. Yep, simply the best. You got that right. Yep. See everybody next week.
Yep. Stay safe, everybody. Take care.